East Coast, West Coast hate.
I mean,
so with that said, we've all been in relationships. We've all tasted defeat in a relationship as far as breaking up. What caused your last breakup? Let's start. Well, I know you're married, so you're probably gonna have to you're gonna have to write something down.
The deepest of questions.
No.
JP, we're gonna start with you. Let me start with you, JP.
Blood clot. Repeat the question.
What caused your last breakup?
Can you use it in a sentence? Okay, I'll start off with me. What I did wrong.
Yeah. And it's not just what she did wrong. No, we're not here to bash no women. That's not it. Go ahead.
I didn't have myself together. You know, as a man, as an individual, I had a lot of things going on in my life, and I kept trying to make time, but I wasn't actually putting in the effort. I knew I had to be more considerate, but I just wasn't. You know, and from her end, I think it was that insecurity. That shit really drains you. Like, I can't have a woman who wants to be on my arm all day, right? But doesn't contribute anything to even herself. Like, the relationship is her identity. And that's crazy to me.
There's a we, no me.
Yeah, no, it's not even a we. It's like a perception of we. Yeah. But she's not really in it. She's in it for what she thinks, or it's like the thought
of a relationship.
Of you. Yeah. Not the real you. You know, you ever fell in love with the idea of a person?
Representative.
But not the, you know what I mean?
Not the person themselves, but what you think they should be.
Right. So that's the difference between someone who's into you and someone who's looking for a boyfriend, someone who's looking for a husband, right? It could be any face. It's not about you. It's about the thing. They want that thing, that title, that you know,
that's why some
platform.
women get married and shit. They want to be married. They don't.
No, they don't want married. They want the wedding. The marriage hard.
Yeah, the marriage is hard.
Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying? And I can tell when that's the case, because it tends to be really one-sided. They want to do all these things and focus on them being happy, but they're not really invested in what's going on with you. So you're over here holding up two ends, keeping her happy and myself.
That's draining.
That's draining.
Yeah, that kills you.
What about you, Keem?
To be honest, I made up my mind. As to what I want.
Expound.
Meaning, like, it was, you know, all the remember, I was young, so all the bullshit. Now, if you knew I do the bullshit at a young age. So, bullshit, you know, 16, I'm in the clubs with the grown folks and all that extra stuff. So when I made up my mind that, listen, I'm a man and I want to go further with a woman. She wasn't mentally there. She wasn't mentally there. She could not take herself outside. Like, she wasn't ready. I'm not gonna say I forced her, but you know what I mean, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready to take
that next step.
Yeah, you know, it was at that moment that I realized that a lot of women talk a good game. They want, but when that motherfucker is right in front of you saying, I'm here and I want the same thing, it's, whoa, wait, I think I'm too young. I got some things I gotta do first.
Trust me, I know that shit.
Becomes
I know a sad story.
See what
like
I'm saying?
That.
See what I'm saying? They want to be in a serious relationship, then the serious man comes along and they're like, I'm too young for this.
Because they're in love with the idea. They didn't really take into account what it actually
looks like.
Yeah.
And what you understand what I'm saying?
So this is what a man is. Nah, I ain't ready for this shit.
And you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is why it's like when people say, like on the internet, and they say, yo, women, have y'all ever like fucked up a relationship? Like, I didn't do anything wrong in that relationship, bro. And you know what I mean? I'm good on accountability. I can say, yo, I was wrong for XYZ. But at this stage of my life, I already learned about cheating. I already learned about female friends. I already learned about hanging out with the fella. You know what I mean? I was mentally, physically, and emotionally there to say, yo, I'm ready to take that serious relationship leap.
And she wasn't ready to take that jump with you.
She just wanted to, continue to drink, party,
brunch on every other day.
Yeah, do the bullshit. And I'm like, nah, like I need
you.
Yeah.
I need, you know what I mean?
What you got, Q? What about you?
Well, I got cheated on. All right. I'm not gonna lie. And because I was an asshole.
You still are. But continue.
And most of them get cheated on.
Yeah, it's not just that. I also had that, that dumb pride as man, like you're not supposed to be emotional, I kept a lot of shit in, and she's asked me what's going on. I'm like, I'm good. Mm-hmm. But deep down, like, man, I want to slap the shit out this nigga at work, like especially this nigga. All right. So, and then something she was talking about, like I didn't care. Like I'm like some stupid shit. Like,
why are you talking to me?
Yeah. Once you got cheated, you checked out. Yeah. You checked out. You were like, I'm off this.
Once you go into apathy,
and
it's over.
And I really say it was because I rushed it. Because she had just got out of something. And I, even though I was always there, I jumped, oh yeah, we're getting in this. Not knowing that I should have took my time.
Gotta vet them. You gotta vet the women.
It was a rebound relationship.
You know, and that was so much shit that, God.
Yeah, rebound relationships are hard.
All right, with that, what did you learn from that last relationship? What did you learn? JP, what you learned?
I learned I needed to be more attentive to the things I need versus the things I want. Separate what's actually important. Like just test those thoughts, right? You say this is important. Why is this important? To arrive at the same place that, Keem did, right? To really know. And one thing that helped was coming across a woman who was actually, pretty perfect. She's taken, but I use her as a model.
Gold standard.
Yeah, man, gold standard.
Every man has a gold standard that you're like, boy, if I'd have got your ass.
I'm married.
Well, you married her, so you. Hey, this guy here. Hey,
I knew that. No, actually, we broke up a couple times, but
we're gonna edit that out.
Hey, I done clapped. It's too late. You did great. Shut up. You take this clap. But
yeah, once I saw that, once I realized that, it became clearer because I would be on dates and some women would ask me that, but I didn't know the answer. And it's okay to not know the answer. People don't give room for that because you have to learn that. Remember, you said you had already learned those things, right? When you go through that and you learn it, then you can define it, right? And that experience helped me to define, okay, the non-negotiable, bro.
Don't do shit, bro.
Yeah. I don't have a collar today, but
whatever. What did you learn and what did you take to your marriage, Keem? What did you learn and say, you know what? I'm taking it to my marriage.
Know when, apply pressure. Apply pressure to know what you're dealing with. Apply pressure to understand situations. Apply pressure to promote growth. Apply pressure, never settle, apply pressure. What you want, you can obtain, but you need to apply pressure. Let me tell you something, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But once you start applying pressure towards what you both understand to be something that y'all both want, you understand? Now listen to that part. That y'all both want, when you start to apply pressure, no matter if they get mad, no matter if they walk out, they still gonna come back and say, thank you for that pressure, or I learned something from that pressure. Because even the ex learned something from that pressure. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. They learned what it looked like when a man was serious. You understand what I'm saying?
I hope they give you credit. Yes. I hope you get your credit for that. Because sometimes, you don't need. Yeah, you're right.
I'm just looking like apply pressure. Like that's something that I really learned out of that.
We're not here to agree with everything.
Yeah. What about you, Q?
Also, boundaries.
Ooh.
Okay,
that's a good.
What did you learn? What expound on this boundaries thing? It sounds
like
marriage. Sounds that very.
Sometimes,
I had to learn that in marriage.
Sometimes I do the most. Make sure.
Nah, you get out of here.
I know.
Come on. Come now.
I do the
Come
most.
hither, sir.
And I should know when someone says, all right, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need you to do this. I don't need you to do that. I'm good. But knowing me, I just want to make sure you're okay. I can't just, it'd be back in my mind like, damn, she gonna be all right. She said she gonna be all right, but, I just need to know boundaries,
Boundaries. Okay.
What about boundaries for yourself?
Damn. That's a good one too, brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He thinks you're applying this to food. He knows what he's doing, all right? Right?
I love food.
He's a foodie as well. But boundaries boundaries are very important because I know, me personally, my level of like boundaries, I kind of blur it because I'm so not naive, but just oblivious to the point of just like, I always say, ain't nobody she can't beat me up and take it. I'm good. Like, what you talking? Mm-hmm. But that's not the point. The point is the emotional way that your partner would feel, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. I'm still learning that every single day. I'm trying my best. I'm not perfect, but exactly with practice, it gets better. So in this day and age, when it comes to dating, we're talking a lot about what do you bring to the table? A lot of times men are told that they have to bring X, Y, and Z, A, B, C. There's a list that rolls out the door, down the block, around the corner, jumps in a lift, and goes off the bridge. Mm-hmm. What do women need to work on in your estimate, or a woman in your sphere of influence? What does she need to work on to entice you, to bring to the table? What does she need to work on to bring to the table?
Communication is definitely a part now. Communication.
So communication. So
you gotta tell me
the word right out of my mouth.
Get a new word.
Accountability. I'm quick with it.
Shit. Thwip. Got me. So you're saying communication. Keem, what about you? Since you're in your relationship, what did your wife have to bring to you when you guys were setting this table?
It was it was a lot, but I think, or I know to say that the most important thing was the willingness to build the table. The willingness to both build the table from scratch, dress the table, put the cloth on the table.
Oh, you fancy.
Bring the chairs to the table.
Listen, man.
Bring the centerpiece to the table.
Glassware.
Centerpiece. Okay, yeah. See, now
and then put the food on the table.
You went to Swarovski Crystals and got a centerpiece.
But you understand what I'm saying, though, right?
This guy. Yeah, I understand it.
It was the I didn't have to be like, yo, build that damn leg right there. Pass me the screw. Like, what are you just sitting there for? Communication, but also she understood the assignment.
That's what. Yeah, I hear a lot of women saying, understand that assignment.
She understood the assignment.
Write it down.
Never had the syllabus.
Never had the syllabus. Don't know.
But a positive Al Bundy here, right here.
Sal Bundy. Hands in thing. Now, the biggest thing with that is, so you said communication and willingness and accountability. Are you sticking with accountability?
Yeah, I'll stick with that.
Okay, it's a really good one. I was going to use that, but I hate you. Yeah, but with that said, you see how communication and willingness are two different things, because a woman would not be willing and could communicate, I ain't doing this. I think with me it's the ability to be submissive and not in the negative way. And submissive in the sense of,
I think you mean like, deference.
Okay.
You trying to like, let me lead.
It's not a let me lead thing. It's more so understanding that a man's gonna do when he feels like I give you this example. The lionesses, they hunt most things. They're hunting most things unless a water buffalo show up or a giraffe or something pulling up. That shit. They'd be like, hey yo. Then the lion got to pull up and be like, all right, I'm gonna put paws on him. We got this. So I can let you lead. They ain't flimsy
with they shit.
Yeah, they're not flimsy. They gonna run down on you first, and then you out here with, you want some smoke? Yerp. And then the lion jump down on. Big man pull up. You want to romp with me? All the romp with me energy.
Big mom team.
Yeah, so that's the thing. The ability to know when to, like, a real man is gonna let a woman lead. At times, like, it's not like, yo, I'm a go do this. All right, I believe in balance.
Yeah, because that's his ego.
Yeah, that's ego.
That's ego. Here's a question, and a lot of men now ask this question: can you let your woman lead sometime too?
Of
Hell
course.
yeah. Any man will allow.
Submission.
Go ahead.
Because you can defer to what they know how to do better than you.
If she is,
that's all you're doing.
That's like
it's
going to a rocket scientist
that.
and saying, "Yo, I got this, bro. Chill."
But
I work at IKEA. I don't know how to build this rocket. I can barely build the table.
Because nowadays, everyone believe like to be that submissive. Like I got to lead. She got to do what I tell her to do. And I'm like, whoa.
See, now that's immaturity. That's when that's where the submissive has this connotation of negativity. Submission doesn't mean be a slaver. We're not out here whipping you with nine-tailed whips and lacerating your back. No. All right, babe. X, Y, and Z. We about to go eat over here. You know, sometimes know what you want to eat. Something as simple as know what you want to eat.
Well, submission happens for me at least. Submission happens two ways.
Let me hear it.
Because I'm submissive in the home to my wife.
She's the GM. I always say she's the GM of your family.
She runs the home.
Yeah, she's the GM.
She runs the home. Like, as simple as that. She sets the tone. She sets the energy. If your mama say it, yo, your mama just said that, I'm backing her. You understand what I'm saying? But, like, as far as, like, let's say I'm like, I sit her down. I'm like, yo, listen, we need to have a meeting. Right?
Oh, y'all have family meetings, man. That's I thought that was really on TV alone. Y'all the
Huxtables meeting, right? Because come on, man, you want
order in the house.
You want order. Nothing comes from disorder.
Nothing comes from it.
You understand what I'm saying? So listen, I'm gonna call a meeting. Kids go to bed. We sit down. Listen,
that's a conference then.
I've been looking at our finances, and I'm noticing that we're making a little bit more money, or we're not making a little bit more money. We're gonna cut back here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Don't cut back on cereal, bro.
I'm gonna
don't ever cut back on the cereal.
No, but never. But hey, I'm gonna buy a new car. Or what I did not do was don't ever tell your wife you're gonna buy a motorcycle. That's just you never do that. You just buy it. You never tell your wife you're gonna buy a motorcycle.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. It's easier to ask for forgiveness
unless you live that life.
That's never gonna happen. You never tell your wife you're gonna buy a motorcycle. But you understand what I'm saying? This is how submission works.
Yeah.
At least in
that's how. That's how you apply it.
This is what we're gonna.
But there has to be an understanding of, all right, you do this better. You understand. Like, I'm not the greatest with finances, so I'll tell the missus, here's the money. Here,
yeah, but then wouldn't you expect, Nev? We need to talk.
Oh no, that's the adult
money that
way.
we got coming in. This, that, and the third. I'm gonna pay this extra bill a month. We're gonna put a little bit on top of this bill. XYZ. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
but one thing I'll add is when you both can trust each other's judgment, it's easier to have that conversation.
Yeah,
correct. You're right.
See, and I think that's another thing.
Absolutely right.
I think that's another thing that is like a dangling participle of submission. Do I trust this motherfucker's judgment?
Person,
because some motherfuckers. Yeah. Hey, what we gonna eat for dinner? Cheetos and Henny. You like, come on, man, that ain't it.
But it's jalapeno Cheetos.
That's something crazy.
But that touches on a deeper discussion about trust, and that's another episode.
Yeah,
I think that's the
biggest thing. Just touch and go.
Okay, so I think that's the main issue between not only black men and black women, but black men and black men.
Yeah,
right. Trust. We go deep into this discussion.
Yeah,
trust is huge, man. Yeah. Just walking in the street, we have this level of distrust. Somebody's always, growing up in the 80s, it was even worse. Yeah. Anybody trying to get you couldn't even.
You got $1. Now you gotta fight.
No.
Anybody asks you for $1. What time is it?
What time is it?
What time is it?
Yo, you got the time?
No, it's all of those.
He got 12 watches on.
You got $1.
What size of those?
What size of those? All that silly shit.
But trust. I think that's, if we attack that, we could solve a ton of other issues, Yeah,
and trust comes with knowledge, and a lot of people aren't knowledgeable. It goes back to what is a man, what makes a woman, what, like, these things that are like we all need to self-assess, and I don't think always immature people don't self-assess. They just go on and think, I'm gonna be popping these bottles, doing this and until you 50. Listen, man, my body ache now. I'm not even 40. Y'all got to chill.
It's crazy. The things that we look for in other people at this age, right, are simple things that we learned or should have learned in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Like listening skills, being able to listen and comprehend.
Man, you see these
what
badass
saying.
kids, man. You remember them badass kids?
I was one of them, but I still.
That's
but
why
I knew
I
how
was
to
hoping
listen.
you would understand.
I was worse. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. So you're strategic with your shit.
Listening skills is very
strategery.
It's very hard.
Yeah,
man, but it's very basic.
Basic, but
that
hard.
would solve so many issues in our community and everything. Just knowing how to listen. You ever tried to, when you're having a discussion with somebody, it turns into an argument?
Yeah.
They're not even listening.
And the
to
thing
what
Oh
you're
my God.
saying.
You're not even arguing with them. You just talk to you peacefully. No,
Yeah.
man, you disrespecting
That's
me
what
right
I'm saying.
now.
They turn it into an argument.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah, I feel you.
that comes with because people don't know how to communicate. Because they listen to answer, not listen to understand.
Yeah.
I know when I'm in a debate or argument or any of those things, I'm trying to get to what is the conclusion? What are we trying to fix here? All right, what are we trying to fix? I'll explain where I'm coming from, where my thought process is. Boom, tell me what's up. What you think? That makes sense to you? No? All right, cool. What's yours? Cool. All right, how we gonna fix this? Some people just like, you wrong. I don't care what you're saying. You're wrong.
Building
I'm right.
of the table.
Rah, 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 rah. And that's where a lot of relationships
And also,
and all
like you said,
all
accountability
facets.
got to come too. When you got to be a man to say, all right, I fucked up on this part.
Oh no, any real man will say, yeah, I fucked up. I know I say it like at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, but
For
a
no
woman
real
will say,
reason,
I
yeah.
fucked up. But
Yeah,
there's
fucked up
always
always
a
a but.
Yo, they are
They will take an
deflecticons.
apology and they would kill it by making it still seem like if it's some shit you did.
They are the master deflecticons. They know how. Well, I would have never done that if you didn't eat the last piece of chicken. Chicken was 3 years ago, girl. What you talking about? Stop it. All right, this don't make sense.
You can talk about cheating. Guy cheats. Oh, look, he a dog. He this. He that. Woman cheats. What did he do to make her
go cheat?
Because
And
it's
it's like-
always something that he wasn't making
That's-
her feel.
that's always-
Because a me no man a dog, ain't knowing. They walk
Women
around.
love sex just as much as men.
They the ones.
and they cheat just as much.
And they cheat just
They
as
just
much.
way
And
But
even
smarter.
better.
Proven.
And better.
Smarter.
They're
And better, yeah, better. They cheat
They
way
way
better.
better.
Way better.
We're losing. We're losing. this. We're losing.
we cheat
this
with the
battle.
girl next
Yeah,
door.
we're losing.
We cheating with the girl
Smarter.
next door. They cheating with this nigga like 4 states away. Like,
Oh man, they're doing wild stuff.
And
But-
they're making sure that anytime that when whoever they cheating with, if you decide you out that door, that
Ting-ting.
motherfucker is a level up.
Yo, I've said that before. Women don't cheat
Down.
they don't
They
cheat
cheat
down.
up.
You'll see, like you've seen where a woman would a guy would cheat with a chick. You're like, you cheated on me with her? You're like, oh my God, men cheat out of convenience. Damn, there's vagina right there. I mean, all right, cool. I'll do
heard
it.
the hair game was fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. Women cheat because emotionally they've already attached him. Like, oh, he brought me, like he picked a flower off a tree and brought it to me for lunch, and we sat and ate cantaloupe and spoke about poetry. You're like, I like poetry too. Langston Hughes, y'all. I am somebody. You start reciting stuff from 5th grade. However, it's like she already knows you take a step out. He gonna monkey bar his way right into your spot. So it's like they cheat up. They level up with their cheat. So it's hard. It's difficult. But that's also ego as well. As a man, you have to know when you fucked up and
That's true.
but we also have to understand we can't go into a imbalance. Now you've cheated. Now all of a sudden she can hold that over your head for 10 years, 15 years and
To the day you die.
yeah,
nigga.
to slander you down. That's where communication, what's the word you used? Accountability. What was your word?
Willingness.
Willingness to forgive, the accountability for what she might have done on her part, communicating what you might have done, and then being strong enough to submit to you again and trust you again so that you guys can build and move forward. You like how I wrapped that around, brought our words together. Wow. I did good.
Wow.
Sound
I
like a
did
preacher,
good.
though.
But
Hey,
you want to know
holla
something?
Jehuya. Don't, hey,
two
let,
preachers.
no.
I just
Let me finish. I want to go on a high note. No, I'm good. No, I'm good.
No,
Go,
I was
go,
just
go,
gonna say
go. No,
that. Remember when, if we could take a little step back, remember when I said that the first thing I was looking for was a belief system? Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of what y'all saying is covered already in that belief system. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Because this, you can't, if you claim to be a believer in this system, then you should know about accountability, forgiveness, you know what I mean? Willingness, submissiveness, because this is everything that this
Communication.
that you understand what I'm saying? That's everything that this belief system.
You don't want to use your word. Stop.
You know, is rooted in. You understand what I'm saying? So, in a sense, and I'm saying just for me, I was covering all those bases in that one belief system. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really get down with if you really believe in what you say you believe in, then these things, if I say to you, you're not communicating with me, then now then that's an issue with not only my man, but that's an issue with what I'm claiming to believe in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
You're holding them accountable to that.
Exactly.
Boy, people want to bring their words in.
You understand what I'm saying? So no, because
it's all together.
It's all together in one combined.
All right, my word next. Go ahead, use my word.
No,
next.
you go ahead. I'm just saying, like,
no, but that's what it is. So when we speak on what women need to bring to the table, those are the things. And it's not like you bring it or else. It's not a fight. It's not aggressive. I think sometimes when you say these things, what they need to bring to the table, they feel like, oh, why do I need to bring it? Instantly, just deflect-a-con it. Hit me with some deflect-a-con. But if it's like this, if women are hunters, not predators, hunters, and the prey that they're looking to hunt is telling you this is what will get me caught, why don't you listen? Sometimes, ladies, just listen to what the guys are telling you.
Because they're a deflect-a-con.
You right. All the AEIOU. I got you.
And that's why we are the Avengers.
We are definitely out here trying to do that for ourselves. All right, last question, guys. Last question. This is going to be...
You have so many questions, man.
It's very easy. I'm trying to make sure I want to make sure we get touch on all these topics here. Last question. Pay for play.
Pay for play.
So we in this space that we're in, there's been a debate between pay for play. Does it make you a simp, or is it like just the average part of doing business or life? Listen, you're gonna pay for something one way or another, or are you a simp? You're supposed to get it off the arm. You're supposed to be able to G these women and get them to do whatever you want without paying a dime. Are you guys for or against pay for play? And then let's get that answer, and then we'll go around and you can expound on each. So, are you for pay for play?
For either way, we pay for it indirectly anyway.
Oh, so you're like, yeah, hell yeah, go ahead and sign me up for Ray's Boom Boom Room. I got you. What about you, Keem?
Nah.
Okay, you're not for pay for play.
I'm gonna play the middle.
Oh no,
it depends.
No, it depends, McGee.
It does depend.
I need you to. Okay, then we're gonna start. We're
gonna
gonna start with you. Okay. Expound. Why does it depend?
Bada bing, bada boom. It depends on lifestyle. Most people, they will not pay for play when they're coming from like a scarcity mindset.
Oh, hold on 1 second. And by pay for play, we mean pay for vagina, sex,
vagine,
sex workers.
Yes, yes. The oldest profession, hooking and hoeing, the best thing going.
Because it depends on what you're looking for. That was good.
Hey,
that was good.
That's really good.
Put that on your business card, man.
Throw it out like Gambit. Yeah.
But yeah, if it depends on what you're looking for, right? So for me, I'm not gonna go to DR and pay for that.
Because hey man, it's 13 cents. It's 13 cents.
$1.52.
It's $1.52. It's not that I know that.
It's 5 of them.
It's not like I went and did the currency exchange or anything. Not at all. And you can get a haircut right after. So I'm just saying, don't frown your nose upon DR.
Hey man, send me the Airbnb link.
Brothers, say less.
Nah. But damn, what was I saying? So
you said lifestyle.
Right. If sex is just the act for you, then of course you're gonna feel that way, right? Mm-hmm. You're just gonna pay and get what you want. But if you take into account chemistry, emotional connection, right? It won't do it for you, even if you pay for it. You understand? Now there are ways to get that. It's usually on a higher level, and that's why I say lifestyle. Right now, it's already happening. That girlfriend experience, people pay for that shit. You understand? It's a totally different level, right? Usually the women have all the discernment. They pick and choose who they're gonna be with. Then you get into the paid whatever, right? And you have that experience, but they'll only choose you if they have some sort of connection to you.
They gotta feel something.
That's a totally different experience. there's a spectrum with this whole like sex work shit. Is what I'm trying to say.
So you're saying you're not going down to Hunts Point. You're not going down to Hunts Point is what you're telling me.
I ain't going
from the HBO days back in the day. Here we have Candy walking the streets. I was like, God damn, this is in the New York? Hunts Point.
HBO,
Yeah, it was wild.
Hey,
Candy, she is a street walker. I was like, who is this guy with the lisp? He knows them all. He
they
must
don't see him with the camera. How they ain't take the camera?
They're wilding.
But
all
yeah.
right, what about you, Keem? You say an unequivocal hell nah, no. So why?
I'm not saying no because of like, I'm saying no for a bunch of reasons. One,
Well, give me
it is a poor financial choice. Just a fucking poor financial choice.
Or
Peace poor.
Another reason is that, to be honest, like you said, like just the emotional connection. Another thing is that
Don't tell me you want their soul.
a lot of these
Don't tell me that.
these sex
That's an inside
workers,
joke,
a lot of
fellas.
these, some of these sex workers are trafficked and shit like that. And
Yeah, that's wild crazy.
You don't even fucking know if you sleeping with somebody who's fucking kidnapped and
Ah,
being
child.
forced into this shit. There's so much reasons why I do not support sex work. And then another
women
thing,
are not leading it.
women, and then on top of that, fuck that. Women are not fucking objects, bro. They're not fucking objects, bro. They're not something to be used, dumped on, thrown a couple money at, and just walked. They're human fucking beings.
Exactly. That's why you still have to give space to women who want to do that, right? But obviously there's a market for it. They're not usually in the position to control all that. They are the objects. And that's where it's all wrong, right? What's happening now is, and it's been happening, but what's happening now is women controlling the entire engagement, right? So they understand what's the danger and what's not the danger, right? And that's like one end of the spectrum. Most of it is what you're talking about, and that's why it's like you don't want to get into that, because what are you getting?
No, I'm just trying to say, like I read on Facebook, the guy said, look, like you said, it's lifestyle. He like, I have a career. I don't have time for the relationship. This is just one time thing. I get what I need. Boom, I'm out. And then also to the point is, look, I don't care how you do, as long as you don't hurt women. You see how many dudes go out here and hurt women just to do it. If you can just simply pay, then do that. Don't have to hurt a woman for the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like old girl in Houston or whatever.
Oh, okay. Now, so what I think is, I'm not a proponent of pay for play. That's not my. I mean, I know why guys would do it. You pay for them. You pay for the discernment. You pay for them to leave. That's the old adage. You don't pay for them to do the thing. You expect you pay for the discernment and the ability to just leave. Now with that, I'm a big proponent of. I don't want to say getting it off the arm, but I've always been a person that like the chase. It's it's like, all right, cool. Can I get this one? Sometimes you're fishing at a 5 and a 6. Catch yourself an 8, a 9, maybe a 10 slipping on a good day. So it's for sport, kind of, especially in the youth. Now as I'm older, it's like, listen, man, you like what you like, you know who you know, you with who you with by this time. But I believe pay for play is it's more so rich man's game. I want to say rich man's game in the sense of
See what I'm saying?
the reason you're doing it is because you don't have the time to make those kind of connections with someone. You know how you go on date, it's a 2-hour date, 2 hours and 17 minutes. You're like, good Lord.
You're going through all the motions and all of that.
Yeah.
I can't do
but
all that.
Like we said earlier, listen, man, what would we do without that? We would build rocket ships to go to interstellar. We would figure some shit out. We'd be scientists. Instead of chasing down the millions and millions, of women, it's all right, I got one, let me focus in on what I got to do for this one. So now that focus of let me get on my grind and get it done, that's what we on. All right, I appreciate you guys coming through. This has been another amazing episode of TheAvera.ngers. I'm your host and moderator, Big Nev.
The last warrior Q.
You definitely not the last warrior, man. You're gonna be the first person to go when the zombies come.
You think
Keem.
that? All right. As long as it's not the day the dawn track star, I'm dead after. Yeah.
World War Z.
World War Z. And JP?
Yeah, Don Cheeple.
Don Cheeple himself.
JP.
If you guys like our content, please hit the subscribe button. Follow us on IG. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Comment. Make sure y'all comment. Let us know how y'all feel.
Shit. Yeah, comment.
All right, peace.
Peace.
You're